Good morning. Welcome to the Open Data Science Conference, ODSC, in Boston, a premier gathering of data science professionals from around the globe. My name is Mustafa from Royal Cyber. We have Jason from Navy Federal Credit Union. Hi, Jason.
Hi.
How are you?
Great.
Awesome, great. So we will be asking some questions from Jason. So let me start with my first question, Jason. What interesting projects are you currently working on or have recently finished?
Well, I'm sure everybody has, been seeing the news about the new language models that have LLMs that have been coming out. So, of course, Navy Federal is looking into them. We have a lot of. I work at the contact center for the credit union, and so we have a lot of transcript data that we're leveraging to look at why members are calling and how can we better, resolve their issues.
Awesome.
And so I'm actually on a team that's actually building that model right now.
Glad. Okay, awesome, great. So I think my second question is, Jason, what challenges have you faced in your data science projects and how have you overcome them?
There's a lot of challenges. I think the current state right now, we recently moved to the cloud in the past few years. The cloud environment, so we're working in a distributed computing environment, and there are some challenges in terms of understanding how to adapt, use the cloud environment, going from, on-prem work, transitioning to the cloud, and understanding how to work in that distributed environment, and leveraging the appropriate optimize packages.
Awesome, great, good. And then how do you approach feature engineering and selection in your machine learning models?
Well, so we actually have developed a feature store that is enterprise-wide, and we build on it. And that's one of the great things about, working in a distributed environment, is you can have thousands and thousands of columns, and we can programmatically pull those features in. And as we build models and iterate on models, if somebody builds a custom feature in a model that isn't in the feature store, the MLOps side of the house usually adapts that and adds it to the feature store. Besides that, the usual practices of just using business knowledge to know what fields you might want to look at, and then in terms of selection, obviously in a distributed environment, it's challenging. You can't use some of the automatic, recursive feature selections because they tend not to be distributed, optimized for distribution. I tend to use a random forest with a couple tricks, to kind of pare it down, and then once I get a smaller data frame, I might, use a more powerful algorithm.
Awesome. No, I think that is awesome. Then my next question is, what new tools, libraries, or framework have you found most useful in your data science work?
PySpark. Definitely.
Okay, PySpark.
We use PySpark a lot. It's really great. Like I said, it gets a little bit, going from scikit-learn and transitioning to that. But once you understand it, it really is using the Databricks environment. We use the Azure Microsoft stack. It really is a great framework to work with, and we really leverage it extensively.
Awesome, great. And I think, how do you stay up to date with the latest development and research in data science?
I actually subscribe to Medium. It's medium.com. They have a sort of data science where different authors post articles, and I found it really informative. It's not too verbose, and you're reading, research papers, but it's not so, compact that you don't get the weeds. There's lots of great examples. So I'd recommend it. I think it's like $5 or $10 a month. It's a great resource to have, though, to keep up with what's happening.
Glad to know. Thank you so much, Jason, so much for the valuable feedback. I think this was really good. Thank you so much for that. If you have any other questions, please reach out to www.royalcyber.com. Thank you and have a wonderful day.